I've gone to New York Comic Con almost every year for the past few years, but I haven't been satisfied with it since COVID as far as their action figure selection. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm not gonna go this year, but maybe I can still hit up Manhattan with the girls and we can go to the SH Figure Arts store, the brand new one that they opened up, because I've never been in any SH Figure Arts store in Manhattan. So maybe we could check that out. Well, I don't want to deal with that shit on my only day off, so clearly, forget it. What is going on, everybody? This is not me trying to use my audience to try to tell people what side is right, what side is wrong, to try to say, hey, if you're red, you're this, if you're blue, you're this, or any type of political bullshit. That is 100% not what this is. This is just another Keep It Real video where one of the topics that I speak on is being divided. And it seems like now more than ever, so many people are divided, whether it's people saying, oh, well, you voted for Biden, or oh well, you voted for Trump. And it's just like, bro, if you actually believe those aren't two sides of the same coin, you're 100% confused. What I see now more than ever is just people being divided. And it's sad to me because a lot of the people that I see bickering and being divided, and they're not people that are quote unquote part of the 1%. You know, the 1% that are millionaires, upper echelon, the elites. I see nothing but middle and lower class people being divided. And to me, that shit is sad. I see middle and lower class people using terminology like, oh, you're a Trump supporter, you're this, and they use it as an insult or a negative term towards others. They know exactly what they're doing. And to me, it's just hilarious to me because I sit back and I say to myself, if you honestly believe blue is better than red or red is better than blue, bro, it's nothing but tactics used to divide us. Before I even talk about Israel and Hamas, like I said, this is not a political video. It's not. And I want to say thank you to all of my channel members. But anybody, whether you're a channel member or you're a regular subscriber, if you can try to justify children, women, just innocent citizens, people, whether they're at a music festival or they're in their homes, if you can justify violent acts and murder and things like this happening to innocent people, like you already lost. You already lost. Unsubscribe, never watch my videos again, because I don't care. Honestly, I don't care about what side is right and what side is wrong. And I'm pretty sure that both sides have their reasons to have grievances amongst each other. I'm 100% sure. But any side that's participating in that level of violence and those types of acts, you are 100% wrong. And anybody trying to justify those acts, it's disgusting. Like I said, I'm not saying pick a side. If both sides are guilty of acts like that, they're both wrong. That's how simple it is for me in my mind. And I don't need to be religious. I don't need a holy book. I don't need the fear of burning for an eternity in the afterlife to make me feel that way. No, I'm not motivated by fear. I'm motivated by common sense and empathy and realizing, hey, the earth is the only planet that we have. So we destroy each other, we destroy it, and then we all have nothing. This is all just common sense. Anybody that's justifying acts of violence like that, I don't care about what side you're on. You're 100% wrong for trying to justify any of those acts of violence, period. That's just how I feel, man. It sucks that outside of action figures, I just see nothing but division. And even within the toy community, I see nothing but division. I have my content creators that maybe I don't agree with what they say or do all the time, but that doesn't mean that I hate them. That doesn't mean that I don't know them well enough to hate them. I may disagree with an action that I see, or I may not like some hypocrisy that I see, but it doesn't mean that I'm automatically like, oh yeah, I hate that guy and everything he stands for. I don't know that guy. I don't like the few things that I saw. Maybe that's why I keep my distance. But honestly, I don't know that guy. I don't care to. I'm busy. I don't want to know that guy. But we live in a world where it's like, oh, the second someone says or does something that you don't agree with or that offends you, it's like you got to hate everything about them. That's hilarious. Like, that is some sensitive ass shit. I don't think we've ever lived in a society with more sensitive men than I see today. Men that will do everything but say the name of the person that they're talking about and backpedal and be like, but did I say that person's name? No, you just said multiple specifics about them, basically gave out their social security number, and for whatever reason, you can't stand on your own too as a man and say it with your chest and be like, yeah, this is exactly who I'm talking about. I see that so often today. so often today. But just because I see that one thing, I might not like that one thing about that content creator, or they still possibly could have made a bunch of other great points that I agree with, or done a bunch of other things that I do agree with. And even if we look at the Boog and the Talker Art debate, as you know, that's something that in that debate, anybody that watches it, you see Boog say multiple times, but did I say your name? But it doesn't matter, bro. As a man, stand on your own too, say it with your chest, and say the name of the person that you're talking about. If you're talking about this man, say you're talking about that man. It's like we live in a society where like men want to pretend that they can be so confrontational, but then at the same time, they're scared to say a damn name. Bro, just speak clearly. Otherwise, don't say nothing at all. I'm making this video and I'm like, yo, I don't care. I'm not telling people to pick a side. I don't care whether you agree with Hamas, the right or the left or the red or the blue. I don't give a fuck about none of that stuff. I'm saying my side clearly is the side where children, women, and civilians and innocent people are not dying. That is me speaking clearly. And in this toy community, we see it in the toy community and we see it in real life. It's like people are not clear with their words. People are not clear with their actions at all. They do things and then they hide. They say something without saying something. That's the problem. We don't have enough honesty. Why do you think the 3POA is growing at the rate that it is? And people watch at the rate that they watch. You might not like or agree with every single thing Vala says, but at the end of the day, he's being way more transparent and honest than a lot of these damn companies who are never transparent and honest. Companies that, you're not even allowed to ask them certain questions during an interview. They gotta approve videos before you publish them. That's the thing about living in a democracy, right? It's like everybody's unique, everybody's different. You're not gonna find someone that you agree with 100% of everything they say and do. Of course not. But at the same time, especially as grown men majority of us are men that are in this hobby. Majority of us are grown men that are collectors. I've never seen so many sensitive ass grown men. So many men that want to chime in on something without being direct. So many men that want to speak on something without speaking on something. Bro, you're a grown ass man. Say it with your chest or say nothing at all. That's why people tune into the 3POA, because those guys are brutally honest. Brutally honest. And I don't agree with every single thing that's said by anybody nowadays, whether it's the 3POA, politics, whatever. But it doesn't mean that because I disagree with them on a few things, I need to disagree with them on everything. And I'd rather listen to the guys that are having a good time, shooting the shit and being honest, versus the guys that are always worried about being politically correct or don't want to upset, their corporate friends, or don't want to look some type of way, or toy politics. People don't want that. They just want honesty. They just want real. They want to see and hear someone real. Grown men that want to say something without saying something. It's like, what are you even talking for then? Just close your mouth and stay quiet, because you're not even willing to be clear. You're not willing to put your head on a chopping block and, really stand on the stuff that you're saying, because there's always going to be criticism. There's always going to be people that will criticize what you say and do. And you don't even want that smoke. So why are you talking? Just keep your mouth closed if you don't want the smoke. And that's a lot of the reason why, because I never avoid anybody. And when I'm talking about someone, I'm very clear with who I'm talking about. And it's always been that way. Sometimes I'm clear too many times, or I'm just doing free promo. So maybe that's why I won't say a name, because I've already said their name enough. People are like, they're starved for honesty. Not don't worry about being politically correct and hey, what are your pronouns? No, people are just starved for honest, genuine conversation, honest, genuine interaction. Like I said, why do you think people tune into the 3POA the way that they do? Of course, you can try to throw shade and be like, oh, it's because of drama. No, that's not what it's because of. It's because of just a clear, honest, direct communication. Whether you agree with it or you don't agree with it, it's still them being brutally honest. That's why people tune in, for that level of honesty that it seems like we don't get from other places, especially in the toy community. We just don't get that level of honesty, especially other business owners. People just, they really want some honest conversations, even outside of toys. And this isn't a political video. And when I do keep it real videos, I'm just speaking about life shit, life things. I'm not being political. I don't care whether you're red or blue. I don't care about your religion, your skin complexion. I don't care about none of that shit. But specifically in this video, it's like this division and men being sensitive and people having egos, and this shit is hurting everybody. It's hurting everyone. And now it's at a point where people are picking a side and trying to justify innocent people and civilians and children dying. Bro, stop. Just stop. There's certain things cannot be justified at all, but it all starts with ego and people not wanting to be wrong. It's like, god damn, it's nasty. It's nasty. I'm sure throughout the length of this video, multiple people have lost their lives. It was happening before. It's only happening at a higher rate now. I'm happy and I'm appreciative that we have action figures. It's a beautiful thing. Like, I love my action figures, but it's just hard sometimes to really appreciate an action figure, or sometimes you feel guilty. Like, sometimes I feel guilty that I have the luxury of enjoying action figures and I know what's happening right now in another part of the earth. It's a form of like survivor's guilt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel guilty sometimes enjoying an action figure knowing that there's a child laying underneath some rocks right now and it just happened. I feel it's hard for me to enjoy these damn pieces of plastic that I enjoy so damn much, with how close-minded and one-sided a lot of human beings still like to act. Like, we are no longer cavemen. We have to find a better way to settle our differences and communicate. And that's me saying it. And I'm one of the first content creators that'll throw the hands without question. But those are different circumstances, because you must have put my back up against the wall and made me feel threatened and made me feel like I have no other option. I'm gonna defend myself, but I'm gonna defend myself from someone that's clearly a threat to me. A child, a woman, the elderly, a regular citizen at a music festival or relaxing in their home, that is not a threat to me. This shit is just sad, bro. Like, where things have gotten is just sad. Like, and like I said, it's hard for me to even enjoy action figures nowadays. Like, and I try to just enjoy action figures and to be appreciative for what I got. Usually my Keep It Real videos, I try to make it more about you guys and less about myself, but I just needed to vent. I needed to literally keep it real and just speak on a subject that I'm like, yo, like, it's sad where things have gotten to, and it's like, it's hard. Let me know in the comments below if I'm the only one, but it's hard for me to enjoy action figures with how nasty things are at times, whether it's in the toy community and people not wanting to be honest and people wanting to throw subs and worry about red or blue, whether it's bullshit in the toy community or it's bullshit in the politics in real life. It's like, it's hard. It's getting harder to escape the bullshit nowadays, man. I want you guys to come to my channel and be entertained and escape and feel better. But sometimes I can't do it. Like, sometimes I can't escape, so I can't help you guys escape. And this Keep It Real video is just one of those examples of it's hard for me to escape. Like, but at the end of the day, I'm going to continue to be appreciative. I'm going to continue to be positive about this stuff and these action figures that ultimately, you know, we don't need to have in our lives. Like, but we do. We're fortunate enough and we're lucky enough where we do. I don't care whether your collection is big or whether your collection is small. Bro, if you got a fucking collection, be appreciative, because some people can't afford to buy anything outside of food and things that they need to survive. So I'm super appreciative for that. Yes. But it just sucks to see, especially the middle and the lower class, bicker amongst themselves instead of coming together and making a real change. It just sucks. Guys, we are going live Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, man. We're going live for the first time on my channel. I haven't decided if it'll be weekly or every 2 weeks. I'll see how this first live goes. Don't expect anything too impressive. I'm gonna be happy if I get 50 to 100 people that show up, honestly. Every super chat will be addressed. It doesn't matter what your question is. Of course, really offensive things will not be addressed at all, but every super chat will be given attention, will be highlighted, will be addressed. And outside of super chats, I'm still going to try to pull up other comments and other questions that can be brought up in the chat. With all the crazy shit going on in the world, I just want to chill, laugh, and have a good time with you guys. It's mainly a Q&A. So ask me whatever questions you want and I will answer them, whether it's what camera I use, what program I use, what lights I use, where did I get them. I will answer any questions that you guys have, how I feel about this action figure or that company. And one of the main things that we're going to touch on is Giant Man going to make it? Because I'm not campaigning against Giant Man. I said from the start, he looks like an amazing action figure, and I don't even think he was overpriced by much, but it's not a dream project. Didn't have to be crowdfunded. That was my main and only take. But I don't know, it looks like the big guy is kind of struggling, so we're mainly going to talk about that and just have an open Q&A where we just chat back and forth. And like I said, just to have a good time. Every single super chat will be addressed, and if you are a Ninja Clan member, thank you to my members. If you are, when the live is done, we're gonna have a private live that you can only access if you're a Ninja Clan member. So even if I didn't get to you during the main live, I will definitely get to anything that you have to say in the private chat, and I'll try to answer as much as I can and stay on there for as long as I need to with all of my Ninja Clan members that support this channel. Link in the description below if you want to do that. But guys, if you have questions, slide through on Sunday. Ask me. We talk about it all. It's whatever. Y'all know me, man. I hope everybody's having a good day. And even though things are crazy, I really do hope everybody finds a way, myself included, to still be appreciative for all that we have, even though the world is like getting more and more reckless as every day goes by. Slide through Sunday, guys. We going live, 9 p.m. Eastern time. G.I. Joe, classified, Marvel Legends on my mind, Valorverse and NECA time, Mythic Legions I must find, SH Figure Arts I can't lie, Rebel Tech got my pockets dry, Set action figures for life, Articulated Ninja is nice, yeah, you might wanna subscribe, action